Hey, yo, before I talk, you think instrumentals is copyright? I don't know. No, no, no. No, no, no. Hey. That's how I wake up. I've been awake since 11 o'clock yesterday. Just got out of work. And I gotta feed my energy. Ah! Woo! You know what I'm saying? You gotta wake up. You gotta wake up. I'm a weirdo. Who cares? Listen, right? So I want to talk real quick about feeling alone. For some that don't fit in, antisocial, introverted, don't like to talk too much, like to keep it to yourself, think too much, think a lot, see things that other people might not see, feel things that other people may not feel. I can tell you why. Your biological history is connected a lot more than others, and that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean, you know, oh, this person ain't special, or this person ain't special. Some are just, I don't know if you ever heard of the word star seeds, words together, star seeds, or star child, or indigo children, those sorts of things. Yeah, some of the symptoms of those are, you know, energy, vibration is a real big thing. You know, growing up when I was a little kid, you know, I had friends and whatnot, but I still felt sometimes like I didn't belong there. I felt a little separate. I didn't feel like myself. I wasn't a follower though. Like certain things arise in a situation, or a situation will erect itself, and I would, if I felt intuitionally like, yo, boom, it don't feel right, I was aware of my awareness always. It was weird, you know, I always had that feeling like when I should leave and when I shouldn't leave. And I think, you know, those are symptoms. The symptoms of energy, of reading people. Reading people is a big thing too. Like even as a little kid, growing up, whatever, you will feel other people's energy. If someone doesn't like you, you will know. If someone has envy, a little envy issues with you, or they're jealous, the same thing, right? You know, any type of vibe that is not good for your soul, trust me, your guides will tell you. Your ancestors will tell you. You're like super connected to ancestral beings that are living, not dead, they're living in here in another frequency level, you know? I'm not here to talk about dimensions. I'm here to talk about if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling other people's energies, or maybe you don't even know. These are things that no one ever told me too. Growing up, you know, my dad never really, you know, kind of really pointed things out, and he don't know, you know, he had his own things happening. We all have our own things happening. But, you know, I never was around people that knew about spirituality, not in a religious way. I'm not talking about Christians and all that stuff, or Pentecostal. I'm not talking about church. Spirituality in an individual matter, like, so searching spirituality in an individual matter to achieve the enlightenment of alignment. If I said that right, if you follow me, if you could digest what I'm saying. Yeah, so like that's how I always felt, was like something was missing, and I didn't know what it was. You know, I always felt connected spiritually, but I didn't know to what. You know, I always looked to the stars and the sky. I would talk to God, but I never got any messages back. God never ever spoke back to me in words, because that's what I thought. When people would say, yo, God told me this, yo, God said this, and I'm like, well, when? Did he just send you a letter? Did he mail you something? And like, did he call you? Did he text you? Like, how, you know, what God said how, you know? So I didn't really believe too much when I was younger. But I knew something was there. I knew God was real. I just didn't know how to talk to him. I didn't know how to pray right. And you know, and what I mean by pray right for me is meditation. You know, and that's definitely so. Like the cycle of life of us, some of us children growing up, not knowing that we are sensitive to energy and we are somewhat of an empath. You're an empath where you can feel, you know, see things or hear things, and sometimes you know that you just know when you know, you know, and you go with it. And then when you don't go with it, if there's ever been a time that you knew you know, and you didn't follow your knowing, that your intuition, and you did the total opposite, I bet you something went wrong, right? Something happened, is you went against the grain with your spirituality. I recommend go against the grain with life. Don't go with the current in life. But spiritually, you go with the grain, because there's nothing more powerful than pure spirit, you know. And that's the part. You know what I mean? So if you feel alone, babe, just do your thing. Be weird. Do whatever you want. You ain't gotta be like everybody else. You don't have to fit in. Just know you're different, know you're special, and embrace that. Embrace your special. Embrace your weird. If you want to talk about certain specific things and nobody else want to talk about it with you, and you're like, damn, well, who should I talk to? Yo, go to the library. You know, and find books on the topic of what you think you feel like there's something out there. Because trust me, any feeling that you're feeling, if you're an empath, is out there already. What you're feeling inside, information is already out there, because someone already took the journey and went inward and checked it out, found it out, and then maybe wrote a book or did a documentary, and that was their manifestation to the world for you to go and watch and look and learn about yourself. Because maybe someone in your family was an empath, and they died before they met you when you were born and noticed that you were an empath, and say, hey, let me talk to you for a minute and teach you and guided you. But trust and believe, don't feel alone. If you are an empath or you feel things that other people don't feel, you know, like you can like see karma. You know, people are having problems, or you may have your own problems, and you can almost like see why it's happening. Like it's like a puzzle. And just know that you're not alone if you don't have someone in person guiding you through these feelings that you're having. You have people with you. Definitely, for sure, there's always one, but there's definitely always 4 or 5, maybe more, depending how strong you are, what star seed, where you came from, and whatnot, and how many times you've been here. That's another thing. But don't be afraid of the things you feel, and don't feel alone, and don't be weird around. Don't feel weird around other people. Be weird around other people. That's good. Don't feel weird around other people. Be weird around other people. Like magic, look at that. Look how I hold the aluminum foil. Back up. Yeah, you know, Mother Nature. Gotta get out there. If you listen closely, you can hear her talking. She speaks in another language without words. If you listen closely, you can feel the connection. And
the ground. Go out there, touch the ground, and just feel your roots, literally. Roots communicate, trees communicate through roots, just like the root systems from the way your brain communicates with all that.